Hello, everyone. This is my movie review for 50 Shades Freed. Alright. We're not even going to get into why that's a stupid title. But, who's freed in this movie? You're committing, or you're a friend and you're learning how to trust? Could have been anything. 50 Shades Freed. Who came up with that? Whatever. So, I'm going to say this right away because I know everybody out there that has watched it, wants to critique it, wants to have an opinion about it, is going to tell you this movie is awful. This movie sucks. There's nothing to it. All three of them were horrible. The actors didn't want to be with each other. I understand all that, okay? I do. My worst thing was sitting there going, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Why are you saying it like that? Why are you correcting him when all of us are thinking the same thing? Why would you put that in the movie of somebody correcting somebody else when they say something stupid in the first 5 minutes? But it's not that bad, okay? We can all take a breath. We can all calm down. 50 Shades Freed is about the main stars getting married, trying to work out their problems, and that's one of the worst part of the movies is them not knowing how to act towards each other whatsoever. Things are about revenge, things are about arguing, things are about not wanting children. Those are normal things. Fine, okay, whatever. I've had relationships where the girl only lives to get back at me after we've had an argument. She won't talk to me for a day. I'll be like, why didn't you talk to me for a day? We're boyfriend and girlfriend. That's normal, okay? But all this other marriage stuff, very normal stuff that they went through. They're trying to work through. I watch Hallmark movies like that. It's all good, okay? We can take a breath on that. Then everything at work, why she wants to even think about going by Miss Steele because she needs her own identification, and that part was stupid. But obviously the plot of this movie is to make it kind of a revenge story. And that's what ends up happening. And it actually gives the movie some depth. It actually gives it a meaning. Unlike the last two, which were just sexcapades. And nobody gave a crap about it at all. So I would say that this one is way better than the first two. Maybe not the first one, because that one set the bar. It's the first one. But this one had more depth to it. They were trying really hard to, put ice cream on somebody's face and to hold them when they're talking to people. And the scene where the girl stood up to this architect lady. And by the way, they never came back to that house. I just want to be the first one to point that out. Okay. They never came back to the supposed house they were going to build. And so that's just gone forever. I guess the main point here is that 50 Shades Freed is the third movie in a franchise of characters who are supposed to bounce off of each other easily. You have plenty of material. You have plenty of conversation topics. You have all this stuff to fill your movie for the 2 hours of sex and drama and violence and murder. You have all this stuff. It should be great movies, right? So why do they suck so bad? Because the actors probably A, aren't getting paid enough, B, don't really care, C, don't really like each other, and they're just getting through what their contract says they have to do, which is 3 movies. And maybe that's why they were a little loosened up, this one. I thought they were actually playing off of each other pretty well, but obviously they heard the criticism of the second one, because the second one was god-awful. And so this one, I think they really tried. They're like, maybe they even changed the story to include this murder plot. Or, it had a kidnapping scene at the end. I think it added a lot to it. So, I personally am with everybody else out there that's going to tell you that this movie sucks. Don't put all in all heart into it. I went to a theater and it was mostly women. It's totally like that. It's understandable why it sucks, okay? So when you think a movie sucks, but you enjoy part of it, that's a C, isn't it? I don't think it's fair to give it an F or a D or anything like that. That's just taking a dump on it, and I don't think it deserves that. Not that. So I'm going to give it a C. I sat there, and I was into it the whole time. I was waiting for them to become human beings and enjoy the thought of having a kid, and that's what happened at the end. And I was sitting there wanting them to act like human beings and actually work their way through a problem or two without sex being involved. And there's a line in there saying, well, we have a lot of sex, so I guess we're pregnant. I mean, it's very down to earth. So I appreciate the writing a little bit there, okay? So I would say that this has finally come down to an end. The third one is a little bit better than the first two, and it deserves a C rating, okay? Everybody don't go into the movie thinking it's the worst thing you've ever seen. It's pretty close, but it has some enjoyable parts to it, and it will entertain you, okay? My name's Danny. If you like this, like and subscribe to my channel, and enjoy your movies, guys. Thank you.